Hello, Alabama. The retirement of a legend like Nick Saban will certainly leave a lasting impact on college football. As one of the most successful and influential coaches in the history of the sport, his departure marks the end of an era and raises questions about the reasons behind his decision. Sign up to receive more news from Bama. While Saban has publicly explained the reasons behind his retirement, some of his former players have offered their own theories on the matter. Among them, former Crimson Tide quarterback Kool-Aid McKinstry raises the issue of the new NIL regime in college football as an influential factor. McKinstry shares his thoughts on an episode of the RG3 and the Ones podcast, highlighting how the NIL system has introduced a completely new dynamic for college players. He suggests that while in the past players didn't have to worry about financial matters during high school, reality has now changed, and the pressure to pursue financial gain from an early age may have influenced Saban's decision. This perspective raises questions about priorities in college sports and the balance between personal development and financial aspects. McKinstry highlights Saban's approach to prioritizing the personal growth and long-term success of his players rather than simply focusing on immediate financial gains. McKinstry's comments read like Saban's own thoughts about his career and the NIL system. The legendary coach expressed his concerns about the changing mindset among players, noting how many are more concerned about playing guarantees and financial compensation than personal and athletic development. Saban's retirement, then, is not only the end of a remarkable career, but also a reflection on the evolution of college football and the complexities surrounding it, from financial pressures to changes in players' mindsets. Saban's legacy transcends his on-field achievements and continues to influence conversations and narratives within the sport. And there's more. Nick Saban's presence on ESPN's NFL draft coverage certainly brought a new perspective on the dynamics behind the draft and transfer portal in college football. During the broadcast of the first round of the draft, the former Alabama coach shared an interesting revelation about the behind-the-scenes of the draft, highlighting the case of Toledo cornerback Quinyon Mitchell. Saban admitted that Alabama had targeted Mitchell during his college career, and revealed that the player was even considered as the Crimson Tide's top target in the transfer portal the year before. However, Mitchell chose to remain faithful to Toledo, a decision that ultimately paid off when he was selected in the first round of the draft by the Philadelphia Eagles. Saban's revelation sheds light on the intense behind-the-scenes work done by college football teams, who actively search the transfer portal for potential players long before they express their intentions to change teams. This strategic approach demonstrates the importance of being aware of opportunities to strengthen squads, even outside the traditional recruitment period. Saban's presence as an analyst on ESPN following his retirement from the Crimson Tide brought a new layer of insight to sports fans. His candor when discussing sensitive topics like recruiting and the transfer portal highlights his commitment to providing transparent insight into the often understated aspects of college football. While Saban's recruiting strategy may not come as a surprise to sports aficionados, his willingness to discuss it publicly on a prestigious platform like ESPN certainly raises eyebrows. His contribution to draft coverage not only educates viewers, but also offers an insider's behind-the-scenes look at the game. And what do you think about that? Speaking of Kaden Proctor. Kaden Proctor's story is a complex and strange narrative that reflects the tumultuous realities of today's college sports landscape. His journey, marked by ups and downs, transfers and challenges, sheds light on the challenges faced by young athletes in a constantly evolving environment. During his freshman season at Alabama, Proctor faced a significant challenge at left tackle, while also receiving recognition as a freshman All-American. His impressive performance on the field was accompanied by a fight against negativity on social media, a phenomenon increasingly prevalent in the digital age. However, her decision to transfer to Iowa and later return to Alabama illustrates the complexities of the NCAA transfer system. With recent rule changes allowing players to transfer without having to sit out a year, chaos seems to reign supreme, and Proctor's moves are a reflection of that. As eyes turn to the uncertain future of the transfer system, Proctor's story serves as a reminder of the possibilities and challenges that accompany this expanded freedom. His journey back and forth between two universities highlights the need for flexibility and adaptation on the part of players and teams. While the legal implications and long-term consequences of these changes are still being explored, one thing is certain: Kaden Proctor's story is just the beginning of a new era in college football. In this scenario that continues to evolve, it is important to remain aware of the changes and challenges that arise as we navigate uncharted territory in search of a balance between tradition and innovation. The systems are a bit strange, but at least I hope it helps this team a lot. Great news! Nick Saban certainly ends his Alabama head coaching career in style, with 3 former players selected in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. These picks reflect not only the exceptional talent of the athletes, but also the dedication and hard work which they have demonstrated throughout their careers with the Crimson Tide. J.C. Latham, offensive tackle, number 7, Tennessee Titans. Dallas Turner, outside linebacker, number 16, Minnesota Vikings. Terrion Arnold, defensive back, number 24, Detroit Lions. These players represent the best of the University of Alabama football program, and their accomplishments on the field are testament to the commitment to excellence that Nick Saban has always championed. Selecting these athletes in the first round of the draft is just further proof of the lasting legacy Saban will leave behind as he says goodbye to the Crimson Tide. Over the course of his career, Saban has produced an impressive total of 52 players selected in the first round of the draft, including 47 during his time at Alabama. These choices are a testament to the program's continued success under his leadership and ability to develop professional-level talent. Now Saban, who has retired as head coach, can be proud of the lasting impact he had not only on Alabama, but also on the football world as a whole. His ability to identify and develop talent is unparalleled, and the success of former Crimson Tide players in the NFL is just further proof of that. A Saban show. And what is your opinion? Comment.